I was diagnosed with fibroids when I was 25. It started with really heavy bleeding and extreme pain, full cramping, and I noticed a mass in my abdomen. So we found out it was fibroids, and from there they thought it might be cancer because it was growing so rapidly. So we had an MRI and saw an oncologist who ruled cancer out. So from there, we had to figure out how we were going to treat the fibroids. And the wait times to see the doctors and all the procedures, this was probably 2 years in from the start. And so when we finally met with a specialist, she gave us the option of doing a procedure that would render me infertile, or do a myomectomy, which is the removal of the fibroid. But she couldn't guarantee that that wouldn't end in a hysterectomy because my fibroid was so large. It was 13 centimeters. So she said it might be really complicated, and mid-surgery they might have to come out and talk to my husband and get approval to do a hysterectomy. So at this point in our lives, we had just gotten married, and sorry, we hadn't gotten married. We were engaged and we were starting to think about a family, and that really didn't sound too good to us. We definitely wanted children, so we were pretty devastated. In the meantime, while we waited for a surgery date, they put me on Lupron, which was a giant injection in my stomach every month, which put me into menopause. So I was experiencing hot flashes and hair loss at 26, and I'm in grad school, and it's just a nightmare. So I did that for about 6 months. And then just before my surgery date, a new specialist came into Ottawa, and we got to see him, and he said that he could do a myomectomy and not have to take anything else out. He could just get the fibroid out, and hopefully we'd be able to have children still. So we were overjoyed and excited. So he did the myomectomy, he removed the fibroid, and then 6 months later we got pregnant, and now we're on baby number 3, and the fibroid remains small, and hopefully it stays that way, and if not, we'll have to look at other options down the road, but at least we got our children out of this, and that's good enough for me.